back with Louis C.K. from the Sorry stand-up. This one's half a 9/11 or a 911. I'm sure it's the 9/11. But yeah, let's go.
But it really was an interesting social experiment, COVID, because everybody got told the same thing. The whole world got told the same thing. If you go out unnecessarily, millions will die. And a lot of us said, oh, I'm going out. Yeah. I'm going now and a lot. Yeah, and millions died. It's just, we're not that different from the turtles that you're trying to get them not to cross the fucking highway, and they're like, this is where I fuck over there, fuck you. And we're like, please stop. Putting little signs up, don't go, and then fuck you, I'm a turtle. It doesn't, we're not that different. We're just a fucking species. And we're just rolling along. Yeah, many dying old ladies died. That's what happened. Many dying old ladies finished dying.
Yep.
Here's the way you gotta look at it, okay? We're still making more. We're making new old ladies every day. There's a fresh batch coming. They're gonna be great. I was having sex with a woman once, and she was so beautiful, I was having trouble not coming. So I pictured her face at 80 years old, and then I came immediately. Because she's 92. Anyway. One thing I found very interesting was that during the pandemic, a lot of people really liked counting the dead people. That got very popular, was counting the amount of the dead and dying. Do you know how many people? Just today. Just today. Do you know how many people died of COVID-19? Just today. Why? Keeping a daily tally. We don't do, there's a lot of shit going on that we don't keep a daily tally of how many babies were dropped in a bucket of paint. And I looked that up. I'm not kidding you. It's 30 a day. It's a real problem. I'm serious. A steady 30 babies a day are dropped in buckets of paint. It's not random. It's one guy that won't stop doing it. Yeah, we liked counting them. We liked counting the dead. And when it got really high, we didn't know how to count them anymore. People trying to find different ways to express the number or take it in. Remember January? It was really bad. It was 3,000 people every day were dying of COVID. So people started saying this is 9/11 every day. This is literally 9/11 every day. When did we start measuring deaths in 9/11? When did that become the new how many football fields long is it? Per mass death. How many 9/11s was World War II? Can we look it up? I know the Holocaust was 2,000 9/11s. 9/11 wasn't that bad, it was just one. Only one 9/11 of people died on 9/11. That's like nobody died that day. See, it's all relative, because then you have those later. Remember, January was really bad. January was the worst. And then in March, April, we all felt better. Everybody's like, oh, it's way better now. It's way better. Way better than January. I looked it up. It was 1,500 people a day. And everybody's like, it's way better than January. Really? It's half a 9/11 every single day. But that's way better. That would be like if on 9/11, after the first tower went down, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. It's just one. Still got the other one. That's why they made two. It's okay. It's all right to make fun of 9/11. It was a hoax. All right. Sorry. Anyway.
It's the little trail off things he does that make him so funny. The little added on, like, cause the joke's funny in itself, but then he adds it on to. He just adds these little funny things. I can't even think of one. Oh, he just did one at the end there, so I'll find it.
Still got the other one. That's why they made two.
Yeah, that.
Better than January. Really? It's half of 9/11 every single day. But that's way better. That would be like if on 9/11, after the first tower went down, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. It's just one. Still got the other one. That's why they made two.
Yeah, genius. Still got the other one. That is funny. It's 9/11 every day, and I do remember that actually, because I've got a group chat with my sisters, and fuck me, every day, it was either a whole world number, any country number, to be fair, any country number that started to spike or whatever, that would be in the group chat. Anyone who we knew, which, to be fair, I know everyone I know's had it now. I actually haven't. At least I've never actually took a test. But yeah. When it was actually going on though, there was no one. Because it really hurt anyone, wouldn't it? It was like literally, by the time this is over, you will know a lot of people you know will be dead. It's not true. I do know some people, through people that died of it. But then now you see like how much of them were actually really because of that, and not because of something else. Because they said that, and they've now come out and said they kind of massaged the figures quite a bit, and that people who died, so people who was in hospital, like he said, dying, caught COVID and died, and then the reason for death was put down as COVID. It's like, well, yeah, that helped, but that's not what they actually died of. Like, they were just put on the thing they died of COVID, when it's like, well, what about the fact that before the COVID they was riddled with cancer and nearly dead? So there was a lot of that going on. I remember they converted football stadiums into hospitals because they thought that the hospitals were going to fill up, and yeah, they'd need more room, so they got all the football teams to give their stadium. One person wanted to charge gangster, but they never got used once. Not one person went in a stadium fucking bed. And the hospitals, most of them were empty, and I know people said, oh, that was bullshit, but it's not. Either way you looked at that, people walking around empty hospitals, and they was like, yeah, but all the COVID patients were in one place. So for as bad as you're making it sound, there should be COVID people in every single room, in the fucking corridors, queuing up to get in, like in the fucking waiting room in beds, like in the entrance in beds, because they're so over fucking, not like all constrained to one area, and that's enough. Crazy. But yeah, anyway, that's the reaction. Sweet.